Hello there! Welcome to Tuned In. I'm Josh the Fox Mills, and I review cartoons, no matter how new, no matter how old, no matter the cost. Well, it's Anime Week, and close to the end of Racism Month. I'm sure I could have covered an extremely racist anime of some kind. I'm sure they're out there. But after my Nora team, I decided to take it easy. It's time to take a look at an anime one critic called the plague of the Gundam franchise. Ladies and gentlemen, Mobile Fighter G-Gundam. What's the matter with the clothes you're wearing? Can't you tell that it's super cute? The way you're beating up all the bad guys wearing ribbons and a sailor suit. Japan has to offer unique animation. It's going to get reviewed by this fat Caucasian. Those tunes new or old, even if it's trash or gold, it's still anime to me. The fifth series in the Gundam franchise, Mobile Fighter G-Gundam, was created in 1994, not by Yoshiyuki Tomino, but rather created in honor of the original Gundam creator. It ran for nearly a year, ending in 1995. Now, on to the plot. In an alternate future, not tied to the regular Gundam timeline, much of mankind has abandoned the ruined Earth and now live on space colonies orbiting the Earth, with each one representing the nations of the Earth. Instead of fighting wars for dominance, an event is held every 4 years. The Gundam Fight. Each colony would send a pilot and mobile suit to represent them in regulated one-on-one matches. If a colony's fighter wins above all others, that country controls all of space for the next 4 years. Kind of a giant robot fighting Olympics. I'd watch it. The current government in charge is Neo Hong Kong. Wait, Neo Hong Kong? I'm not an expert in world politics, but Hong Kong is an independent city and in a way part of China, right? In this future, a single city is so free of the country that protected it that it built its own separate space colony and now rules all of space? I bet that really ticked off Neo-China. Each Gundam is controlled by the mobile trace system that reads and follows the motion, skill, and battle prowess of the pilot in the cockpit, if you can call that a cockpit. The story begins with the 13th Gundam fight, and follows Domon Kashu, the pilot of Neo Japan's Shining Gundam. That's what it's called. It doesn't really look all that shiny to me.
Shinier than yours, meatbag.
Fair enough. It's actually named for its unique weapon system, the Shining Finger, housed in the Gundam's hands. Yes, Domon usually beat his opponents by giving them the finger. What? In addition to winning for Neo Japan, Domon is also on a mission to hunt down and capture his brother, who allegedly stole the experimental Dark Gundam from a Neo Japan weapons lab, leaving their mother killed and their father to be arrested and frozen in cryogenic state. Wow, talk about a popsicle. So, under orders from his major, Domon, along with his childhood friend and potential love interest, Rain Mikamura, must travel across the land, searching far and wide, to discover the Dark Gundam and the brother that's inside G-Gundam! Sorry. The heroes discover the Dark Gundam has the ability to regenerate and repair itself, as well as possess living creatures, to make them more aggressive and under its control. Along the way, Domon becomes friends and allies to the pilots for Neo America, Neo China, Neo France, and Neo Russia, as well as running into his old martial arts instructor, Master Asia. Master Asia. I don't know if that's just a name, racist, or a mission statement. Apparently, Master Asia won the last Gundam fight for Neo Hong Kong. This is where stuff gets into spoil territory. So that's all I'll get into there. Damon must find a way to stop the Dark Gundam and win the tournament. Now it's time to get into why I chose this cartoon for Racism Month in the first place. The Gundams for almost every single country is a stereotype for that country. Neo Mexico's Tequila Gundam, no joke, looks like a mustache sombrero-wearing bandito with spiky green parts resembling cacti. Neo Canada's Gundam is and is piloted by an axe-wielding lumberjack, and he's okay. Neo Egypt's Gundam resembles a mummified pharaoh, and I suppose that's more cool than offensive. Neo Holland's Gundam turns into a windmill.
Windmills do not work that way! Good night!
Neo Kenya's Zebra Gundam looks like a Zulu warrior wearing the pelt of a robot zebra. Neo Spain gets the Toro Gundam, a walking giant bullhead. That's not even practical! Neo Denmark, thanks to Hans Christian Andersen, gets the Mermaid Gundam, or rather Fish Gundam, as there's very little made about this Gundam. Neo Norway has the Viking Gundam, and Neo Greece has the Zeus Gundam, because that's the only way you think of these countries is through their mythology, right? Yeah. Neo France has the Gundam Rose, a fencing robot with a Napoleonic decoration, and a fixation on roses, also piloted by an aristocrat. Neo China's Dragon Gundam looks like a Ming Dynasty warrior. The Dragon Gundam lives up to its name by being able to turn into a mechanical dragon. Also, it is naturally piloted by a master of Kung Fu. Neo Russia's Gundam just has a fuzzy hat. Moving on. The Gundam for Neo America is a giant football player riding a hoverboard and sporting boxing gloves that turn into gloves. This red, white, and blue robot is piloted by a cowboy. I was talking about racism before, but I think they pretty much nailed us. This might be the most American thing I have ever seen. I'd like to think we had a laugh today, but it's time we put this episode and Racism Month to a close. It's time to find out.
What does the fox say?
I give G-Gundam a lot of flack, but it was really a great show to turn off your mind and just enjoy the matches. It was far more silly and less serious than other entries in the Gundam franchise, and I dare say it was personally my favorite. I guess I loved the over-the-top action, and how the characters found nothing wrong or humorous about fighting a giant windmill robot. At the very least, give this one a chance and see if you like it. I'm going to be taking a week off for my birthday, but when I return, it's Ghost Month. I mean, stay tuned.